My name is Kapero Gabdio back again. So today we are going to look at just separating substances. And today I'm going to separate salt from water. As you viewed my previous video, I was explaining about how to separate the mixture of sand from water. So we did it, our result was perfect. So today we are going to separate salt from water. So as you see here, I have my different apparatus in front of me. So let me begin by introducing to you, beginning the one on my left. So I have a matchbox that I'll be using for lighting the burner. I also have the salt, or scientifically it can be called a sodium chloride. I also have the evaporating dish. I have the wire gauze here. I have the tripod stand that will be used for holding the burning substances. I have the burner here, which is going to be our source of heat. I have the spatula here that I'm going to use for mixing and scooping the sodium chloride into the evaporating dish. And I have here my beaker containing water that I'm going to use to separate from the salt. So my first step, what I'm going to do, I'm going to first measure four spatulas or scoops of sodium chloride into my evaporating dish. But before I drop it to the evaporating dish, I need to put it into my beaker. So when I get this sodium chloride, I'm going to scoop it four scoops into my beaker. Then I need to mix gently. So I get here my sodium chloride as I told you. So I need 4 scoops of spatula into my beaker here, or containing water. So I open. So here as I open, you can see inside there is sodium chloride. Yeah, so I just need four scoops of them, and I drop them into my my beaker containing water. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see there are now 4 scoops of sodium chloride into our beaker. So after I close my container properly, place it there. So I get here my spatula that I'm going to use for mixing this mixture. So as I mix, I have to make sure that when I'm mixing, I have to mix gently. Remember, I never used this evaporating dish first, because I will just pour after mixing it uniformly into onto my evaporating dish after mixing using the beaker. So that's why I couldn't first get the sodium chloride and I place it into the evaporating dish. Yeah, so I need to first use the beaker. So here I mix. Because the rules we were told, or we are supposed to first get our mixtures, and we must mix it uniformly. So as you see, it's mixing. Even the color of water has changed to almost pure white. Yeah, but for the interest of time, I will just stop there the mixing process, because for these particles of salt to mix uniformly, it may take some time, or either I need to first heat this beaker such that the movement of the particles increase. So I will get here my wire gauze. Here is our tripod stand that I'm going to use. I get the wire gauze, I place on top. So I get first my evaporating dish here. I place it on the top of the tripod stand. Now after placing it on top, you can see our mixture of salt and water, or of sodium chloride and water. So after that, as you can see, my mixture of sodium chloride plus hydrogen and oxygen, that is water. So I drop it to my evaporating dish. Excuse me. So after I pick here my Bunsen burner, then I place it below my wire gauze. But before I place it, I have to make sure that I first light this burner. Excuse me. So after lighting this burner, as you can see here, how I've done it. Yeah, there's a certain video that I showed you how to determine the different flames of a burner, but we shall not go into that. So after I place here my burner below my evaporating dish. Yeah, so I have to wait for some time to make sure that this substance gains heat and it begins to boil. After boiling, then it will start evaporating. Yeah, remember there are steps that are supposed to use, or there are steps that they follow each other. We have freezing, we have melting and sublimation. Yeah, so but for this case, we shall receive what we call boiling. Yeah, and after boiling, then it will our liquid will evaporate. So as you can see, excuse me. Yeah, so I have to make sure that I get our substance must be uniformly and must be very clear. Our process must come out perfectly. So now you can come and zoom here. So the inside, you can see the water, it has almost started boiling. Yeah, remember we are looking at evaporation or heating to dryness. So after heating to dryness, we shall see our salt particles remaining inside the evaporating dish. Yeah, so as you can see there are some bubbles coming out. Yes, so we are now experiencing, we are almost experiencing boiling of the liquid. So we have to wait for just some few minutes. Yeah. Excuse me. So first extent here, you can see. Yeah, there you can see now the boiling is occurring. Yes, there is the boiling of our mixture, which is sodium chloride plus hydrogen and oxygen, which is water. So the boiling process is occurring, and you can see now the volume of water has decreased compared on how it was at first. Remember, this boiling point is just a physical change from water or from a liquid to a gas. So we are experiencing what we call evaporation. That is from liquid to a gas. So during our boiling, as you can see, bubbles are formed of a liquid or of a substance. So you can see there the boiling. That's our boiling, but we have to wait for some few minutes. So you have to first wait for some few minutes, such that this water dries up and we can see our sodium chloride particles contained or remained. Yeah, so you can see the boiling will take some few minutes, but what we all need is to first wait, not until this water dries up. So you can see, if you look closely, you can see some smoke coming out. Yeah, that's the evaporation process that I've just explained of the physical change from a liquid to a gas. So that smoke comes out for the physical process to change from the liquid to gas. So you can see now the water levels are increasing. Yes, because at first, if you compare the normal water or the water that we began with was a bit high or much, but it's now decreasing. So if you look closely, you can see some some white substances aside or besides this evaporating dish. You can see some white substances. So these white substances are our sodium chloride. Yes, you can see very carefully and clearly. Yeah, so that white substances are aside of this evaporating dish is our sodium chloride. You can see it very properly and clearly. So that's the separating of the liquids from gases. But let's first wait for this water to completely dry up or evaporate. So you can see very clearly again, this white substance is formed behind or aside of the evaporating dish. So you can so you can see here the water has decreased, but as you look closely, you can see the white substances aside of this evaporating dish. So those are the sodium chloride particles that we have just separated from the water. But some people may wonder, but why has the water levels decreased from its normal how it was? The water levels, remember, it has evaporated from a change to another change, that is from a liquid to a gas. That's why we saw some smoke coming out. So you can see now there's some salt formed besides the evaporating dish. Some substances, they are there. So that's our sodium chloride. Yeah, so I think you can see very well and clearly as our remaining substances boils.